Hi guys and girls and everybody. uh so these are the assemblage boxes that I was talking about. Um I have a few of them. I'll just start with oops. The smaller ones. Okay. So it's kind of, we'll try to see everything in here. So this is like a smaller one. There's some, you can see like the crowns. There's a couple crowns. Here's another type of crown. Oops. And then there's some cameos and the crown charms. So there's those. And then there's this little thing of lace. I thought was cute. And some little paper clips. There's this old brooch, and these bells are so amazing. They're like, I don't even know if I can. Let me find it. So they're really old, like I don't know how they were made, but they make this sweet little tinkling noise, and they're super old. But you can see how amazingly they're made. Like, they're not like the bells that we have nowadays, but they're really sweet bells. There's a little charm dangly bit in there. In this next box there's some keys, some key charms, and a little flower charm. Those are all in there. And then the next one, there's these chair charms. They're so cute. And there's a little, this is a mannequin or dress form, sorry. And there's another key in there. In the bottom, there's this kilt pin. There's this, I have some vintage jewelry pieces in these boxes too, like this. This I thought you could use as a dangle. It used to be a bracelet, but it can be used as a dangle. Super cute. There's a bigger key. Another piece of that which you could make as a really cute dangle. It's this really like vintagey looking, you know, oxidized metal as well. There's a bunch of sewing charms, like there's scissors, a thimble, buttons, sewing machine, a tape measure, this piece. Oops, don't knock over. And then there's a little dangly bit. I mean, you know, oh, and here's a thimble. They're pretty much, you know, like all the charm type of stuff you can get from like Joann's or Hobby Lobby. It's a lot of that kind of stuff. I've collected that stuff, purchased it over the years, and I just have hoarded it, and then I'm like, you know, I'm just going to put it in these little storage containers and let it go, because I'm never using it. I wish I would use it, but I don't even have enough time to use everything I got. So there's this beautiful dangle with the chain. Gorgeous. And there's some more charms, like rose charms. There's some flat back flowers in here. And there's also some rhinestone charms on that one. This is a really old piece of jewelry. I don't even know what it is, but it's really cool. See, look at those beads. And it's just, it's so old looking and vintage. I just think it'd be amazing. Can you imagine it on the spine of a journal. I mean, this obviously needs something over that, but if you know what I'm talking about. And it has this really cool clip right here. It's a really cool little jewelry piece I wanted to put in there. I think it'd be amazing to use on a junk journal. And then there's some more, this little leaf charm and this little paper clip charm made by Miss Rosie. And a button, some more bronze charms, and speaking of bells, here's one that's like a newer style bell. You can definitely tell the time and effort that went into making this. Probably handmade one compared to the nowadays ones. Not saying that they're bad, just different. So there's some gold bells in there, and then some more of those leaf charms that are so pretty. And then I got, in this one, I got a bunch of flatbacks, buttons, and just a bunch of really cute little pieces in there. So that is this one. We'll say that will be one. Okay, 2 is this one. It's a little bit got bigger, deeper pockets. So this has a bunch of little pieces in it, a bunch of little, charms and pieces of vintage jewelry. You can see like little buttons. This is like I think it's a flower, yeah, a little flower, cabochon. There's just, you can see a whole bunch of, that's a piece of vintage jewelry, a whole bunch of little things in here that you could have fun with. Old buttons, all that fun stuff. So that's all in that first cubby. The second one has some like turquoise type jewelry. This is a brooch or something. This is a button cover, a turquoise button cover that they used to, I guess, put over their buttons that they didn't like the look of. This is a really cute like glasses holder. It has this sweet chain on it and these. And again, I'm thinking this would be really cute junk journal jewelry, which you could totally put on your journal, which would be sweet. And wrap it around, make it the closure or something. And there's these 2 owls. There's 2 of them, and you can see they're very oxidized, old pieces of jewelry. And there's 2 of them. So that's what's in the second little compartment. And the third one, we have a super old looking key. Some old rusted bells, which are sweet. Got some old coins, buttons, another really cool key. I love old keys. They're fun to use in charms. That's all pretty much in that one. Sorry, I'm trying not to take forever. So, as you can see, let me hold this back. As you can see, and then in this container, we have another little piece of jewelry that you can use as a dangle. Another piece of jewelry that I made so you can use it as a dangle. And then there's just a lot of pieces that you can use as dangles like that. And so I love using this broken type of jewelry for dangles on your projects. And there's also a bunch of these little pearl dangles as well. And they already have like the eyelet on them so you can use them. Like this piece too. So these are all really fun to use on your journals for dangles and journal jewelry. The next one has a couple filigree pieces. And then it also has some cabochons, which I thought you could put. They're really cute little girls. And, oh, sorry. There's a few of them. I'll try to pull them all out. And there's also the things that they go on too. Let me show you. Like these little plates. So, I don't think you've seen this girl yet. But, see, they fit right in there. So you can make a really sweet. There's a one with roses on it too. So there's one, only one, just out of the back. So yeah, pretty. And then you could also put them on the filigree piece as well, if you wanted. So just a fun little thing. Okay. So then the next little hole or compartment has these little planter buttons, but I was thinking that these would, so do you know how like you can embroider like lazy daisy flowers? You could sew this on and then embroider flowers coming out of the button. Would that not be so cute? These are so cute. I love them. But I never did it. But I think one of you guys could, and they'd be really sweet. There's some old, again, pieces of jewelry that you can use as dangles. There's some like cabochon. You can see like the mint green flowers. There's some buttons in there. Lots of thought back flowers. Also, another thing that I thought would be really cute is, let me show you. So if you sewed the button and then you put these little flowers on top of it. It looked like a little vase of flowers. So cute, right? So I had lots of ideas, but never did them. So just want to share those with you in case you might be interested in, oh, what would I do with this? So the next little compartment has lots of little bling pieces in it. There's a blingy bow. I love those blings. There's some pretty beading. Just lots of bling pieces in there. Okay. And then some newer bling. And then there's this really sweet bead cap. I love it. It's like a tulip. Really cute. This really sweet little bridal button. And then there's some silver buttons in here. Some wood. And here I put this little piece of this beaded trim because these can really be used by, if you cut a little piece of it and then you wrap it up and glue it, you can have a little dangle. So like you say you got just that piece, you wrap it up and then you have a little dangle, and you can put it on the end of like any kind of pin or clip, head pin and all that. That'd be fun to do. There's also some really sweet, oops, hello again. Long time no see. There's some sweet pink lace in here with little roses. Just want to make it a little bit versatile. There's that. And then in this little compartment, there's some little spoon. These are little spoons. They'd be really cute to put in a charm, I think. There's a whole bunch of charms and bits and bobs in here, so I'll just kind of, this cat, or not castles, this is another little dangly bit, like broken jewelry. There's some crayons, flowers, clocks, all different types of charms, locks, keys. Oh, those are cute. Okay, got them all pretty much out there and displayed. So a whole bunch of little charms to use in your projects. Isn't that little tiny compartment? And then this is some beads, some pearls that you could use in a project. There's this beautiful piece of jewelry that was broken and can be used on a project. There's also some littler beads in here and some dangly bits that again you can use as pieces on a project. And there's some flat back resin roses in there too. So all that's in that little compartment. This is some more pieces of broken jewelry that would be just perfect to use as a dangle on junk jewelry. Just a whole bunch of stuff, really. Little bits of broken jewelry that are perfect for junk journal jewelry. So it's all in here. I think I need to pull it all out. Okay. So that's what this one is all full of. Okay. Oops. What is that? Why is it not closing? Okay, there. I think I got it. Okay. So, those two small ones, I'm looking for like 15 and 17. And then these bigger ones are going to be more, of course, because they have a lot more stuff in them. So, there's a whole bunch of pretties in here. Like, these are all really pretty pearlized bead flower bead caps, and there's this beautiful brooch in here. These are gorgeous bead caps. I love these. You can make the most beautiful stick pins with these. If you look farther back on my channel, you can kind of see some stuff that I made. These have these gorgeous charms. There's some even beautiful dangly bits, a little window frame, and this one, it has these beautiful dangles, and they're really sweet. I love these. These are just, and they're made out of real, they have the real beads on them. Hi Penny, it's good to see you too. I hope you are doing well, my dear. It's great to spend the day with you too. It's charming. So these have the bugle beads, and they're just like the sweetest little dangles. These have in here, there's a whole bunch of different things. There's bead caps, so like the trumpet beads, super sweet. Some old vintage beads. They're like flat mother of pearl beads. More bead caps. So lots of fun stuff to play with. Like our, you know what these are, is they're crafters candy, really, right? I even put some little handmade things I made. Like I made this. This is a handmade beaded brooch, but I never added any clips or anything on it, but it's kind of cool. Never did nothing with it. There's that one. Some more of these gorgeous bead caps. A piece of, this is a broken piece of jewelry, but it's a beautiful piece you could add onto your journal. Some beautiful rhinestone chain. Oops. So that's on that one. And then this one is just, so I collect buttons. I love them. They are amazing. And these are all super old vintage glass buttons. They are a treasure, really. Like, these are all glass. These are all glass buttons. Really, I mean, this is just a treasure trove of them, really. Like, oops. These are all glass. So many beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is like, it's like a crystal ball. I mean, it's a button too. There's just everything in here. All different kinds, shapes, sizes. These are just some of my collection. This is another, like, it's like a disco ball. It's so beautiful. But yeah, these are all glass buttons. Look at that. Can you imagine? I don't even know how they made these, like, seriously. They just don't make things like this anymore. They're so exquisite. I guess there is maybe one or two mother of pearl ones. Like that looks like mother of pearl. But almost every single one of them's glass. This is like a rhinestone off of a old button. Okay, so all that's in there. Which, that alone is just, it really is a great collection. Then below it, I have mother of pearl buttons. In it, this is like a little, oh, thank you. It's like a little birdcage charm. So you put something in there and then you, I think, glue it on there. And then you can have it as a charm on your journal or whatever. Super cute. This is full of mother of pearl and bone buttons. You can see just, these are such old buttons. I love them so much. It's so hard to get rid of this stuff, but I just don't use it. Look at that. They're all mother of pearl or glass. So, and there's even some bone ones. I think these are, I think that's what these are, at least. I don't know. And that's what I was told, but they're just so fun, so fun. I love buttons. I could swim in the buttons. Oh, okay. So there's that, and then the next one, there's some more rhinestone chain. This is a blue. It's really pretty. There's these 3 rose cabochons. They're really made out of like ceramic. A bridal, beaded bridal button. Another pretty thing. And these are all roses down here. See, these ones are like clay or ceramic or whatever. And then these ones are just the resin. But those are all ceramic. The bigger ones. Okay. Next one, there's this really sweet little frame. And then there's some really pretty beaded dangles. There's like 4 of them in there. I think I got these from Ivy. Oops. I don't know if there's this thread coming out or what's going on. No, it's fine. Okay, and then there's a piece of broken jewelry. The earring back. And then down here, there's more of my button collection. These are all glass buttons. And there's even like these are all like singles, but these are multiples. These are just, oh, I love them so much. Glass buttons. These are all glass. They're not plastic. Milk glass. That's what they are. So they're just really a treasure. You can look online. They sell for, you know, you can see. Look online. Look on eBay. Okay. And then we got a whole bunch of medals. Like, this is really cool. This like tulip thing. Like this could be the top of like a, can't even think of the word I'm trying to say. Dangle. But, well, it's not all metals. I guess it's like this is a plastic button. There's some keys in here. There's a lot of cool old buttons in here. Like, look at these old rhinestone buttons. So pretty. Look how old that is. Okay, thank you. Some more buttons. There's even some little dangles in here. But these buttons are really cool. The ones with the rhinestones in the middle. And there's a few different ones. But there's no, like, I just found them in, you know, like button boxes and stuff. So a lot of these have like the rhinestone buttons in them in this box. Look at that one. That's pretty. The light really catches it. That's a glass button. I can put that in there. That's another glass button. So I guess some of them got mixed up. Okay. And there's also some of those old Tim Holtz pins in here too. So lots of fun stuff to explore with when you have time just to go through this fun stuff. It's would be enjoyable. Okay, so that's the bigger box. And then there's another one that's a bigger one. Okay, sorry guys, I know this is taking a long time. So in here, there's like this big dangle right here. It's gorgeous. Been hoarding this forever. So pretty. It's like somebody hand sewed all these gorgeous beads onto this little applique. Fun. There's some kilt pins in here. And then there's some of these charms. Like this is like a little mermaid's high heel dress, princess. There's lots of fun. Like there's a bow, another dress, more princesses, another high heel, and another dress. Like these could be fun. I really think on like journals and stuff. They are pretty big charms. And you could also paint them if you don't like the color or whatever. They're metal. Alright. Okay, and above that is an old brooch. It's metal. It's sweet. It's really cute. It's like a bee or butterfly. And then there's some frames, some metal frames. These could be really fun. I had plans but never did it. There's filigree corners in here too, like corners for journals. Like you could put on your journal corners. There's a key, and there's some little baby frames in here too that are so sweet. So that's all in that next one. Okay, moving on. These are some bronze clips. They're really cool. Then there's some old looking Tim Holtz clips. There's some paper clips. This is all like It's really cool for journaling. There's this old brooch. These are all like different like bows and um, you know, different kinds of paper clips. You can see like there's bows and letters and there's crowns. Lots of cool stuff for journals. Oops. Okay, then this is some really old keys. This could be really cool to alter those. This is an old piece of jewelry. Again, would make an awesome dangle. Bottle cap. There's some old jewelry pieces, cameos. There's a dangle in here. Cameo. There's this old like whatever this is called, a box closure. I think the other piece of this is somewhere in here too. But you could put it on like a box or even on your like journal. Your journal. You could make it the closure for your journal. Another piece of broken jewelry that you can use as a dangle. So, and I didn't go over these ones. These are all cameos. I don't know if you can see the woman on there, but if you rub some like Rub and Buff, you can see it's a lady. You can kind of see it. And there's some beads with like glitter in them, and they're really cool. Like they're like little, you can see it shake, like beads in there. There's a mermaid tail, a heart, some fun stuff in there. Then there's some more pretty medals, like Tim Holtz medal pieces. And then there's some box feet, you know, for like if you made a box. And this is really cool. This is actually a why is it not working? What I do? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a music box. You hear it? So you could put this like on the inside of a journal. There's so many different things you could do this, but it's inside a music box. Isn't that so cool? And you can put it on a journal or something, and it has like a music box on it. I just thought that was freaking awesome. Okay, so some other, yeah, these are Tim Holtz. They say it on there. Okay, then in here there's like a handmade. I made this. This is a dangle. Super cool. Some keys. Another dangle that I made before out of broken jewelry. Dangle. There's some filigree pieces, again, corners for your journals. Some more like filigree pieces. You could use these as like buckles on the edge of your journal. This used to be an earring. These are earrings, but you could use them as jewelry in your journals. There's more filigree. These aren't really filigree. They're really sturdy metal, actually. Some keys, like the charm type metal keys. There's a whole baking set of charms in here. Like it has like the whole set, you know, cookbook. That's a measuring cup, mixer, cupcake, cake, whatever that, eggs, So the whole baking set is in there. Charm set. I have collected charms. I haven't even started on those yet. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of charms. Okay, and then we got a couple more, so just bear with me. So we got, these are old, these are old buttons, old baby buttons for like baby clothes. And you got a whole string of them. And they got even the original made in Japan thing on them. But look at, they're all mother of pearl buttons. They're not even beads, they're buttons. This old brooch piece. Another little daisy. This one. This is a dangle. A beaded dangle. Pretty. This is a really gorgeous dangle. I think this was off of a necklace, but again, jewelry for your book. And there's some, you can see some rhinestone bits in there. Some bling. Okay. And then this has some filigree balls on it. Pretty cool. And then there's some rusted bells. There's some rhinestone chain in here, like a yard of it. Some clips, a bobbin. I put some little rhinestones in a little, little jar thing. So that's all in that one. And then down here, some more Tim Holtz medals. Right here. This is an old brooch. It has the rhinestone in the middle. Really pretty. This is an old brooch. These are some old picture frame charms that you could put little pictures in. There's an old unicorn brooch. This is an old, it's a broken piece of jewelry, but look at how cool of a charm that would make. And this is cool. It's from Tim Holtz. It's to make a little mini album. You can put pictures in it or something. It's a Tim Holtz charm. So lots of cool stuff. So that's all there. And again, just email me if you're interested. I'll give you some better pricing. Oops. I've missed your gorgeous button collection. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so those two bigger boxes. Okay, and then the grand finale is this big mama. So this is a wooden box, and it has cork backing, and it has the top on it. So it opens like that, and it's just, I put tons of vintage jewelry that I've collected pieces over the years. Like there's this beaded heart. This is a really cool, it's a brooch. It's like a tennis racket. Super cute. Like this is a really old earring. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, so this is bead. Here, I'll just kind of, actually, let me just bring it down and kind of pan through it with you guys first, because it's kind of hard to just show everything. So you can see this is like a amazing charm. Look at the back. It's like one of those things you can get at like Michael's. See, so that's a, oh, I forget what those are called. But a lot of these, all the bling and stuff, it's all earrings. It's a key. I'll pick up some, this is like a stick pin. Oops. Oh, come on. See, this is like a hat pin or a stick pin. There's lots of old jewelry in here. But here, I'll just pan through it. Lots of shiny pretties. Hi, Susan. Okay, so like there's lots of earrings like this with the rhinestones on them. So you can see, oh, come on. Like these are like old costume jewelry. So like there's that, like chandelier earrings, that was just what they're called. But I made them all into charms, you can see. So they're all turned into charms. This is like an old piece of jewelry. I don't know what it is, really. This is like an old like sweater closure. It has like the clasp on it. This is an old like heart locket. Here's another old chandelier earring in the pink. So much fun. This is an old pin. Oh, this is another like little stick pin. The cool pin bottom on it. There's even some black rhinestone. I'm looking at the wrong way. Chandelier earrings. So pretty. There's green, blue. Like imagine all the assemblage jewelry you could do with this, all these pieces. Green. I just can't even imagine. It'd be so pretty. Look at this piece. Oh, it just glitters. So pretty. I mean, there's even like little pieces. Like look at that, how old that is. How old it looks. Here, I'll show you some more. If there's any pieces you want me to like pick up, you can message that. Oh, this is a really pretty clip-on earring. Sorry, my camera's kind of bugging out. This is like I think it's like a sweater clip. It has all the rhinestones still on it, which is crazy. So they usually fall out. So that's cool. These are like, this is a cool charm. Oh, look at this button with the rhinestone in the middle of it. It's like a really old button. Oh, this is a really old earring. Or not really old, sorry. I don't know how old it is, but it's got the backing and oh, like this fan is cool. So lots of just glittery pieces. I mean, you could just have fun for days. Oh, look at this old brooch. It's like a... Oh, and these are cool too. This is like an old, like a rose brooch. It's all made out of metal. Oh, this one's really pretty too. I mean, I looked for markings on this stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure it's all Fox jewelry. I mean, I didn't look, but I looked. I feel like good enough. Well, this is a really cool earring. Isn't it cool how they painted the metal? But yeah, lots of fun pieces. There was one piece, I'm trying to remember which one I wanted to show. Oh yeah, this right here. Look at this old fashioned necklace medallion. Is that not gorgeous? So pretty. But yeah, it's just full of fun things to go through and use in your projects. I mean, it's just never ending. There's so many things to do and go through. And I mean, if you like assemblage, mixed media type of stuff. So really pretty. And this was all like broken jewelry that I've saved and, you know, gotten at garage sales and here and there been given or whatever. I mean, some of it's like newer bling like this. Well, there's only like a couple of things like that in here. Most of it's vintage stuff. There's a couple of these beaded dangly bits in here, a pink and white one. So I thought it was cute. Oh, look at this one. Look how old that looks. So pretty. And there's like an old buckle in here. Old heart buckle. I mean, there's just so much. I can't even show it all. So, that is this one. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I know we've been at this for quite a while, so I appreciate you spending your time with me. Just shoot me an email if anything really good catches your eye. I'm thinking if whatever I don't, because I really need to destash this stuff. Oops. I wonder what's causing it to not go down. I really need to destash. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. What is it? No, that's it. Oh, right there. There's another rhinestone button. I think I need to pull everything in from the corners. There's a few different old rhinestone buttons. Oh, I'll figure it out why it's not closing. But it will be fine. But yeah, it's really cool box too to preserve it all in. But yeah, just shoot me an email. Here's my email again. I made about 3 or 4 videos today. So I got more stuff. I don't know, I might make some more videos tonight. Just have so much that I need to destash. It's unreal. But yeah, hugs and love. Appreciate all of your time. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Long time no see. It was a really good time visiting with all of you, and I hope I'm not gone so long. I hope I can get back in the groove of crafting soon and sharing more of my projects and stuff more often. So appreciate you all. Hugs and love. Bye. Oops.